Aloha friends. So we're going to do something that I do almost every single night, and that is loosen up our thoracic spines using something cylindrical. Two options, well, so many options. You could use a bumpy, knobby foam roller. You could use a rolled up yoga mat. You could use a wine bottle. Anything you want, just has to be cylindrical. A hydro flask is another good one. And I just usually start something like this, hands behind the head, just using the weight of my head and my arms to start to open things up. And then what I'll typically do is gently, emphasis on gently, I'll pull my head up. Oh, getting a little bit of pops and cracks there. I'll just roll around a little. And then what I'll do is I'll just shift maybe an inch that way. Relaxing, doing some yeses and some nos. And I very much get an understanding of what is attached to what when I do this. Because when I do my nose, my yeses, I can feel the muscles underneath that are attached to my neck muscles, the deep back muscles and neck muscles. So it really is kind of beneficial to learn how tied together we are. And then I'll typically just let my head drop down, let my arms back, and take a deep breath. And I do this because every single day I'm at a computer. I find myself sitting with not so good posture, and I correct it, and then 5 minutes later I have not so good posture, and I correct it. About the only way I can guarantee keeping good posture, the only time I've noticed I have it, is when I'm on the gym floor all day long, because I just don't want to look like a slouch, and I'm also mirroring the same posture I'd like the other person to have. So if you want to have really good posture, become a full-time personal trainer. That's where I'm going with that. Next one, just loosening up our lower backs a little bit. Have cactus arms or hands down by the side, whatever feels right to you. And just slowly scissoring those knees back and forth. I'm noticing when I go to the right, it's pretty easy. When I go to the left, I'm met with some resistance at the very end, and that's okay. I like noticing these imbalances side to side because what I'd like to see and feel is as I go through my set, can I relax into it a little bit more and loosen things up to be even? So, just get a little bit of that, get things loose. Our strength today is one of my all-time favorites. Single leg deadlift, with weight, with no weight, doesn't matter. If it is with weight, it's called a deadlift. If it's without weight, it's called a hinge. I typically do the foot down, really, really light toe support, hinging down and then coming up. I could, of course, when I stop talking, do this with one leg. For me, I get more benefit out of doing my balance separately. So when I do my strength movements, I tend to do them with a little bit of a peg leg or a kickstand, a little bit of support. So we're gonna do 10 on each side, 3 to 6 sets of 10 on each side. And then for your guts and butts, I'm gonna figure out what your favorite ratio is. I'm going to give you 2 different exercises, the standard hip bridge or glute bridge, and then the frog bridge. Standard, frog. Both of them I squeeze my butt at the top really hard and I get that good glute engagement. But I'm going to challenge you to get 40 to 100 reps, however many you want, whatever fits into your day today. Challenge is get that number and pick however many of each exercise you want to do. So you've got those 2 exercises to get to 40 or 100 reps. An example is if I were going for 40 and let's say I did 20 frog bridges and 20 glute bridges. Or maybe let's say I was going for 100 and I really like the frogs and I don't like the hip bridges as much. Maybe I do 70 frogs and 30 hip bridges. So This is a little bit of a choose your own adventure. I hope you're having the best day possible. Mahalo, friends.